Hi, my name is Allison McDonald. Today I'm going to be talking about our research on issues with phone numbers and phone number recycling. Mobile phones have become an integral part of our daily lives, and consequently, phone numbers have become a convenient and common way for businesses and services to identify us. For many of us, our phone number is connected to us across many platforms and companies. We may use our phone number for mobile messaging, in connection to our bank account, on social media, and other personal activities. But phone numbers carry privacy risks, especially when they're used in ways we don't expect. Over the last several years, there have been many different news stories about phone numbers being abused. For example, governments may use them to build networks of protesters or to physically track someone. If your phone number is recycled, that is, if someone else gets it when you stop using it, the next owner may have access to your personal information and may even use that number to gain access to your other accounts. So far, these problems with phone numbers have been mostly anecdotal. With this study, we aim to comprehensively catalog what privacy, security, and access problems arise with the ubiquitous use of phone numbers and phone number recycling. To do this, we conducted a qualitative elicitation survey with open-ended responses. We first asked a broad question about annoying, weird, or disturbing experiences with phone numbers, and then followed up with some specific questions about events we expected would trigger negative experiences, like phone number recycling, loss of access to a phone number or a service, and uncomfortable experiences sharing a phone number. We received 195 responses, and I'm going to highlight some of the findings here. First, we identified 5 different categories of negative experience. I'm going to give a few examples. Frequently, problems arise when a person loses access to their phone number, perhaps because they can't pay their bill or have moved internationally. Several participants described problems like this one, where the loss of a phone number creates cascading access issues. For example, if an email is connected to a phone number, the email becomes accessible when the phone number is inaccessible. Many people experienced phone number recycling. In some cases, participants even described getting access to significant personal data of the former owner. In this example, someone gained access to the previous owner's bank transactions, WhatsApp account, and received dozens of phone calls meant for the previous owner. Sharing phone numbers could also be very personal. Participants described different situations in which they did not want to share a number, but were expected to, for example, with a delivery driver. We also identified the consequences participants said that they suffered. To give just 2 examples, when asked to share a number for a reason they didn't understand, participants expressed frustration or anger at companies, and many said they didn't trust the company to protect their information, leading to an erosion of trust in the company as a whole. Dealing with the various problems also had a significant emotional cost, from annoyance to fear, anxiety, and stress. Finally, we cataloged the different ways participants described changing their own behaviors to address these negative experiences and consequences. Here are some examples to give you a sense of what we found. A surprising number of participants who had a recycled phone number would go out of their way to help callers by telling them that they had the wrong number, with varying levels of success. Some participants, when forced to give a phone number for a service, either could or would not, and were thus unable to sign up or participate. And finally, many participants described some level of resignation. Although they recognized that there's a cost to having their phone number shared in so many places, they felt that they had no choice. We make several recommendations. First, governments can consider reducing the rate of phone number recycling by expanding the space of available phone numbers. Companies, whenever possible, should allow for alternate ways for users to be identified, like email or username. And finally, both users and companies should opt out of SMS-based multi-factor in favor of more secure options. In conclusion, we found that phone numbers are not always a reliable way to identify people. And even when they do serve as an identifier, phone numbers are a privacy-sensitive piece of information, offering direct ways to reach someone regardless of the context in which the number was shared. And finally, we found that concern around phone numbers takes a significant toll on people. I encourage you to read the paper for more details. Thank you.